one thing to sell your products online to the organic traffic that's already on the marketplace that you sell on, whether it be Etsy, Amazon, eBay, or another marketplace. There's a whole other level though, which is scaling your business and using marketing tactics that are totally separate from the platform that you're on to grow your own audience and following. In today's video, I'm sharing 3 simple ways that you can take your marketing to the next level and grow your customer base exponentially. So if that sounds good to you, keep on watching. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and we haven't met yet, I'm Kate. I'm a wife, mama, Etsy seller, and business coach, and I have this channel to help you start and scale your online business so that you can make a full-time income doing what you love. Today we're talking about 3 marketing tactics that you can use to scale and grow your business and take it to the next level. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, I would love for you to do that. You can just hit the subscribe button and also remember to tap that little notification bell to turn on your notifications for every time we post a new video. Now, most of us run product-based businesses, but it's so important to remember that nobody likes to just be sold to all the time. You know the kind of businesses I'm talking about, where that's all they ever talk about is their product on their social media, on their email. Their product's always in your face, and it gets old really fast. So the first step that's really important here is to shift our thinking from how can I sell them my product to how can I help solve their problem. The truth is that a lot of times your customer is going to be problem aware, not necessarily product aware. They have a specific pain point or a problem that they need solved, and they don't realize yet, even though you do, that there is a product that will help solve their problem. So since they're most likely online searching for a knowledge-based solution, not a product-based one, you have to figure out how you can show up for them to provide that knowledge solution for them first, and then lead them to your product as part of that solution you're providing. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about here. Let's say there's a person that goes online, they go on Google and they type in home office organization ideas. Maybe they think that Google will suggest some blog posts for them to read through and get some strategy for organizing their crazy dysfunctional home office. Now let's say that one of the products you sell is a multifunctional desk piece that organizes things on a desk. It can store pens, pencils, accessories, and save a lot of space by storing everything in this one piece. Now you realize right off the bat that, man, all they need is this one organizational piece to really make their life easier and to solve their problem. But they're not necessarily thinking product-minded yet. They're thinking knowledge-minded. They want a strategy. They want ideas that they can implement. This is why they went on Google and searched for ideas instead of going on Etsy and searching for desk organizer. So you have to figure out how you can sort of build the bridge and meet them where they're at to provide knowledge value for them for free, but also sprinkle in your product in the knowledge value you're giving them to lead them to your shop, to lead them to purchasing your product in the end. Now the key here is that you have to be willing and realizing that not everyone that you help in this way is going to end up purchasing, and that's okay. You're still providing knowledge value for them for free, which builds trust in you as an expert in your niche. So let's bring this back to our example. Let's say that you're an Etsy seller that sells this desk organizer piece, but you've also started a blog and you've written an article titled 15 Ways to Organize Your Home Office. Now you're putting a piece of content out there that can likely engage someone that is more problem aware and looking for ideas and strategies for organization. They meet your blog post and start reading your 15 ideas, and inside that article, you've included a few of your links to your products on your Etsy shop. One of 2 results will probably come from this interaction. Number 1, they're not really interested in purchasing a product, but you have provided some awesome knowledge value, and they're likely to come back again to learn from you with the potential of becoming a customer in the future, or they're loving your strategies you're giving them and they're really interested in your products. They click on your link and follow through to purchase on your Etsy shop. So the key here is being generous and willing to provide that knowledge value and answering their questions and providing a solution to their problem without seeming like a pushy salesperson who's just pushing your product constantly. So now that we know how important it is to be able to build that bridge between product aware and problem aware, let's talk about 3 easy ways that you can start today to provide this kind of content and this kind of value for your potential customers. So we just talked about the first one, which is creating a blog. A blog is a great way to engage people that are already needing a solution in your niche. It's super easy to combine your expertise with some Etsy links to your products inside of a blog post or an article. A blog is also a great place to let your customer and your audience know who you are a little bit behind the scenes and a little bit more personally to build that ever important know, like, and trust factor. I want to share with you an awesome online tool that would be super helpful helpful if you're considering starting an online blog, and that's the sponsor of today's video, System.io. System.io is an awesome all-in-one business building tool that you can use for so many different things. Not only can you host a blog on this platform, but you can also do the other two things that we're going to talk about next. So all three tips I'm giving you today can be hosted on this platform, and all of these business activities can be done on System.io, which is so nice compared to trying to piece things together and use different platforms for every different business activity that you have. And the good news is you can use this platform completely for free. On System.io, you can build sales funnels, build your email list, send and automate your email marketing, build your blog, build your own website, run an affiliate program, and host webinars and online courses. It's literally an all-in-one place. So let's say you want to start your blog. You'd come to create a blog, type in what you want your blog name to be, and choose one of the many templates to get started. To send an email to your list, just go to create a newsletter, enter the information you want, and choose the visual or classic editor. Then you can build the exact email newsletter you want to send out by dragging and dropping the elements until you're happy with it. The interface is extremely easy to use even for beginners. And the best part to me is that you can use System.io totally for free on their free forever plan. On this plan, you can have up to 2,000 contacts, send unlimited emails, have a custom domain, and a lot more. If you find that you need a bit of a larger plan, they do have various options, including a totally unlimited plan for just $97 a month. This gives you unlimited everything. So $97 a month would be comparable to other competitors' entry-level pricing. But this is System.io's unlimited pricing. Whichever plan you end up choosing, you can save 30% by paying annually instead of monthly, which brings the cost down even more. They also throw in free migration for anyone that purchases the unlimited plan or an annual subscription. So if you're interested in branching out beyond just your Etsy shop, System.io is a great place to start, especially because you can try it out for free, no risk involved. If you're interested in trying out System.io, you can click the link in the description box below. Okay, let's move on to tactic number 2 to provide this awesome knowledge value to your customers, and that is by having an email newsletter. Now, if you haven't started building an email list yet, that's totally fine. I'm going to walk you through just quickly how to get started and get people subscribing to your email list. And the key here is that once you start building up that email list of people that are interested in what you have to offer, you're going to end up sending at least a weekly newsletter. You can decide how often you need to send it, but I recommend at least once a week where you're sending a newsletter addressing some concerns or pain points for your audience and giving them some free content, free value that will really be helpful to them, proving you even more an expert in your niche. So let's just talk very briefly about how you can start building your email list from scratch. So the first thing you'll need to do is get set up with an email provider, and then your goal is going to be to build a landing page. That's a place where you're going to send people to sign up for your email list. Now, nobody just wants to give out their email for no reason. You're going to have to provide something in exchange for them giving you their email address, and this is called a lead magnet. So there are a lot of different ideas for different types of lead magnets, but in short, this is something that you can create, like maybe a digital file, a checklist, a guide of some sort, to offer your buyer for free, and they can have instant access to download that when they sign up for your email list. Now, like I mentioned, this is way simplified, so you can do more in-depth research on how to go about creating a lead magnet, how to go about creating a landing page. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just giving you a broad overlook of how you start your email list. So you're going to decide what your lead magnet's going to be. You're going to create that. You're going to get your landing page set up with your email provider, and then you're going to start directing people to download that freebie and sign up for your email list. Once you've got some emails on your list, you're going to start sending out your newsletter. I suggest for each newsletter that you send out, you pick a certain pain point or topic that you know your specific audience in your specific niche will have and need help with. You're going to address this and show your expertise by giving them your knowledge, giving them your wisdom on how to solve their problems. Of course, like we talked about before, you can sprinkle in your products and your Etsy shop links to direct them to purchase from your shop as well. This way, you're building your audience, you're providing value, and you're building trust with your following. And tactic number 3 is to provide information value through webinars and online courses. Now, online courses is a whole different world in and of itself. If you're interested in this, I would suggest you do some really in-depth research on how to create an online course. But again, as a broad overview, this is something you can do to really provide some great value, some content for your buyers if they're interested in going deeper in learning about your niche. So an online course would be like a full course with many different lessons lessons that your followers would pay for. They would purchase it to go through A to Z. It can be a large course, it can be a mini course, but it's you teaching them on a certain topic. A webinar is also you teaching them on a certain topic, but it's usually just a one and done thing. It might be like an hour long or a 30-minute webinar where they're going to hop on with you either live or replay to learn about a specific topic. Both webinars and online courses can be hosted on a lot of different platforms. Of course, we're talking about System.io today, and that's something that you can do on that all-in-one business platform so you can give even more knowledge value to your audience. And just to recap, the whole point of all of this is to build that bridge for your potential customer and bring them from being problem aware to product aware. So you're giving them a solution to the problem that they're aware of, but you're also introducing them to products that are part of that solution. So there you have it, friends. Those are the 3 easy steps that you can even start today if you want. Building a blog, building your email list, offering a webinar or an online course to sort of build that bridge and provide some knowledge for your potential customers and build that know, like, and trust factor, that expertise with them so that they feel confident when it's time to learn about your product and purchase from you. Remember to click that link in the description box below if you're interested in trying out System.io, and I'll see you in the next video.